and welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, then you know, welcome, hi, hello, it's great, I promise you're gonna love it here. Today we are back at it yet again for the that is for the 6th time. I think we're on the 5th? 6th? No, the one I recorded before this is gonna be 6, so this would be 7. The 7th, there it is, the 7th episode of Slay the Princess, and boy does it get crazier every time. So in the previous game we learned that I haven't posted yet, but will be posted by the time you see this, we learned that Miss Magical Noodle Arm Entity only needs one more vessel before we're so completed. Now, I went over to the achievements, which you also saw, and there is plenty more game, and I think there's a lot more endings to the princess. She said she's going to use her magic gravity powers to pull the rest of them to her, but I don't like that. I don't want that. I think we are going to get a ending, but I think there's got to be like a completionist route where you play it again and you find all of the endings. I just have to figure out how to do that. But until, we figure that out, we're going to pick a path, we're going to find another vessel, and then we're going to watch what happens when Miss Gravity Magic Powers Noodle Arms finds her completionism, which might be destroying the world. But the world is technically already destroyed when we see her, so I guess this is when we go find our new world. I don't know why. I'm just trying to figure things out. We could play the game. We could actually see what happens. Let's do that instead. We are playing this one. No, this one, January 8th. Jesus Christ, why do I have my saves in such a derbopolism? This one's the one we're playing, so I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let Mr. Narrator do his narrative thing.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
End? Great. Okay, so we've been through a lot. Let's scoot all the way down. I like to start from the bottom. I kind of want to see what the greedy route will be. Potentially. That's an option. We got options. Let's go greed. Let's go greed. I want to see if we meet a greedy person with this one. There's like a smitten and there's a contrarian. I almost forgot his name. He was one of my favorites. So do I get a reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Oh. Do I get to know what the reward is? Wait, can I further delve into this? Ah, here it is. Found it. Can you tell me what my prize is before I go and do the job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Even better than my imagination? I don't know about that. Let's do this. Because she's locked up. Okay, that's all of our greed options. So, yeah, let's go. That's all of our greed options. I'm focusing on greed.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Oh, okay. Proceed to the cabin. We're doing good. We're doing good on the greed path so far.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't know if I'm doing this right. I know that I want to shoot for a certain type of personality, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. Well, if we are trying to get a reward, we would take the blade. So I guess I am taking the blade? Maybe there's another ending with a princess I should focus on, though. Do I want the blade? Do I need the blade? Last time we took the blade, she got a little angry. Maybe we should just not take the blade and then go the greedy route, and we can always... We can't come back up for the blade. The door no open. But the blade does sometimes mysteriously appear downstairs. We're not taking the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Narrator, I've heard your lines so much, and I hate you so much just as a person, narrator, that you're making me fall asleep. So can we just at least see what kind of princess we're getting?
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Okay, there we go. There's a difference. So when we go for a more straightforward route, we get standoffish princess, but we've now gotten sweet princess again. Sweet princess has reappeared. And we didn't get sweet princess on one of the endings where we went down without the blade initially, so it's not like, I don't think it's directly the blade that causes this.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I like playing a dangerous game. Huh, we're trying to lie. We're not trying to lie. Just checking in on you. How you doing? How's it going?
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
No!
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Hi.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Can we explore that again? I want to touch the chain again.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I said I was checking on you. Never said I was going to get you out of the chains. Yeah, I'll get you out of the chains, man. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Oh, lucky for you, I know that I can just slip her dainty little wrist out. Now, seeing hopefully that crosses over worlds, she looks pretty dainty. Maybe we won't have to lob your arm off this time.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nah.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
You see, every time I think that we're going to get a repeat on what we're doing, because it all seems very familiar sometimes when you go back around. One of the times where I thought we were going to get a repeat, the door actually opened upstairs and we were able to free her. So maybe at some point doing these endings, we will actually be able to go up the stairs and find said key. So, you know, maybe this is the one. Let me ask her if she has any other ideas first.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
There we go, hero. See, your noggin's back on straight again. I was losing you last time.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
I'm not even gonna talk to him. We know it's not gonna open. We're just gonna leave. We're gonna return back to the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Listen, I am all about saving the princess. The one time I tried to slay the princess, we all saw how that ended up. So you know what? Forget slaying her. Obviously saving her builds up a better rapport with Miss Noodlearms, and I don't want to give her any bad images of me. I don't know what she's capable of.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah, bunk buddies.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm
Right,
to her mouth,
right,
her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
I forgot this is the path that leads. I forgot this is the path that leads to. That's my bad. That's on me. That's my bad. I for some reason thought this would. And you know, we've been here before. This is normal. She does this. It's fine.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Yeah, it's familiar.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Wait a minute. I only had 2 options when I got here last time, and that was save her or slay her. Does that mean my save her option's gonna disappear because I can't repeat? Did I just trap myself in a slay her ending?
Or we could use it to free her.
Free her.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
No, I can still save her.
Fine.
What? I thought I couldn't repeat endings.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Uh-huh.
You cut into her flesh.
I got some crumbs. I got a couple crumbs.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Mm-hmm.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
She's still adorable.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door?
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
You sure?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
I have to... I can't click it. I can't click. I literally did just trap myself in an instance where I have to slay her. I actually trap myself where I have to That's fine. That's okay. Hold on. I'm gonna make this better for us. It's fine that we kill her. That's perfectly fine. Why is it fine? Because this is chapter 1. So we're still gonna get chapter 2, right? We still get chapter 2? Chapter 2?
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
Why'd your eyes get so scary, buddy? I do have feathers. And I've got spots, and I've got talons. Theories are coming together.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
No, if I was lying to you, I would have killed you while you were chained up because you seem dangerous, and I don't really like hand-to-hand combat, though I might have wings, so if I could just, maybe use those to fly, if we had like an aerial attack, this might end better.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric.
Are you also an aminal? Are we both aminal? Are you able to turn into an animal? Am I able to turn into a person?
If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
she still lives. She still lives. So it's a win. We pissed her off, but we're still cool. She's gonna remember that, isn't she? The witch. Oh, that sounds so friendly. The witch sounds so friendly.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Great.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, but I already slew the pretense of slay. I didn't know that. That's interesting. You can I've slewn someone. I like that. I just like the way that sounds. Yeah, but I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you.
She did.
People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
And the new voice?
Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Oh, the opportunist. The opportunist.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog.
Oh, yeah.
I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Fair enough. How about we just leave?
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Miss Noodle Arms? Miss Noodle Arms, is that you? I didn't know you could contact me before the end of the world. I didn't know that was possible. I don't like that. I'll tell you that right now. I don't like that at all. I don't like that you can see where I am and what I'm doing. That makes me uncomfy. But okay, I guess. Proceed. I didn't know you could do that.
A warning before you go any further.
Uh-huh.
She will lie.
Yeah.
She will cheat.
Okay.
And she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I've yet to see the cheat part. I will say I've seen the lie part, but I've never seen the cheat part.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Proceed. I'll leave my little fingy out of the way.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It didn't say nothing about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the blade sitting on the muddy shelf, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror, but he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
Oh, whoa, ho, 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 ho. Mr. Opportunist, are you agreeing with the narrator? We don't do that here. We in the Ambient Voice Collective do not agree with the narrator. He is an infiltration of our brain. All right, we've discovered that he doesn't even actually supposed to be there. Okay, y'all or me. He's an intruder. We're not supposed to agree with him. Well, you know, I just want to make myself look real handsome. I hear this lady is a witch. Okay, so maybe if I have dashing good looks, she won't want to murder me.
Oh, I'm sure we look great.
Oh.
If only there was some sort of reflective surface we could examine. Absolute shame there isn't anything like that around here.
Oh.
You do see it, right? I don't know how to read you.
I don't either yet. I'm not sure where he's ranking.
I see all sorts of things. But do you see the mirror? It's a simple yes or no question. Help me out here, will you? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror?
You reach forward and
Pour the
rub
shot.
your hand against the cabin wall.
Oh,
I hope
jeez.
you know how ridiculous you look right now. Well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work, everyone.
But there was some... Last time we went to see Dollface, she tried to murder us, but we still had the opportunity to bring her on our side. That was still an opportunity. Like, we did release her into the world and she did collapse, but we still had the opportunity to make her like us. So I don't think we should be taking this blade along. I think the blade is just an implement to our own demise. That just makes her dislike us and distrust us. So we are going to go compromise with this witch of a princess, and we are going to make her into our new friend.
No blade. I hope you know what you're getting us into.
All the time.
It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Yeah. Princess?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
For once, you're actually right, narrator. This is probably the worst prison we have ever seen.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Skitters?
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
I don't like the way you're talking to me, man. I don't like the way you're talking to me.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Then mayhaps I could explain to you about the ambient voice in my head that did not give me a choice, but to do that was not my option.
She must have you confused with someone else.
Doubtful.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is.
I wish we could conceal the blade. Like, we could take the blade but conceal it so she didn't see it. I feel like that would be the nice mutual, but there are no mutuals. You either take the blade and she knows you're, like, on the offensive, or you don't take it.
Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Fair enough, fair enough. This is obviously democracy. I'm just the, the person who actually owns the body and has to deal with the consequences. But yeah, no, let's vote.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
Is he?
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
She doesn't even get a window?
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine. I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's adorable. Look at her little fluffy tail. Oh, you're so cute.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Oh, she's got the little three-face, little cute little kawaii three-face. I'm sorry about last time. No, there's gotta be a better answer than that. Okay, I like this. I think this is probably, out of all the I'm sorries and I can't trust yous, this seems like a good medium, interesting option right here. Look, I know. Things got messy last time, but there's something bigger than both of us at work here. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up.
Yeah.
I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Perfect. All right, perfect little puppy princess. We're gonna get you out of here.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
100%. Opportunist, I'm still at a crossroads with you as to what I'm gonna do with you, but I do like you. You're likable.
Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I get a puppy princess, though. Like that, I feel like that's a win on my end. Is that not a win on my end? I'm unarmed. That's a gesture of goodwill, so why don't we talk about it? Just have a little chit-chat?
You came to me with empty hands last time, too.
Did I?
But that didn't mean you hadn't been plotting something nasty all along. What you did showed me as much.
I thought I stabbed her. Didn't I come down with a blade last time? I didn't. Then how did I stab her? Didn't I stab her? Slay the princess? Didn't I stab? I'm so confused.
But we didn't plot anything. We just made an informed decision based on the information we had at the time.
Oh, that's right. I didn't come down with a blade. The blade just miraculously appeared.
I think you're both making perfectly valid points. Sure, we didn't plot anything, but it's easy to see how she might think we did.
Fair enough. Glad we have a psychologist on the team now. Yeah, I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of the chains if I don't have a blade?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh. I see those dainty little wrists have made a return. I see they've come back, they've looped around. Oh, so why didn't you just do that when I was on the way up here? Dramatic entrance and all, I can see that. You're adorable. Have I mentioned that?
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
She's already out, narrator. I am so sorry. By the way, I would like to personally apologize about what happened last time. That was on me.
Oh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
I am.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's leave.
Yes, let's.
You first. Can you walk ahead of me?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
You are so adorable. You are so freaking cute.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
That's fair. That's horribly fair.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
Is Narrator just done with us? Is he just tapped out?
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
You first.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
That's also, yeah, you've been down here a while, and your first interaction with a person has not been well.
Just go first.
Oh, that's true. You're the one that said you can't leave here without me, which means I hold the cards. Either you go first or we stay here. It's up to you. Would that piss her off? She's already pretty pissy. Oh, your little faces. Okay, so here's how it goes. Either I step onto the stairs and she doesn't kill me, or I step onto the stairs and she kills me, or I piss her off and she kills me, or I piss her off and she realizes, we're going for it. You know what? You first.
The princess leans close, her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially. What is she doing?
Hi.
I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Fair enough.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
Well, good thing for you, princess. I love your little blushes. You're blushing. But you see, the last time I had lost my option, I had exhausted the option to save you. This reality, however, nope, not a problem. I will save you yet.
Eyes on the back of her head. Does she really?
No, we're fine.
The princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs.
Step.
You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking it.
Oh.
Us? No, never. Just keep your eyes peeled when you get out of the basement, if you catch my drift. I don't follow.
I don't either. Did you want to kill her, Optimist? We're saving her life here.
Oh, you'll know it when you see it.
The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold,
She's so cute.
turning back to smile at you. But something catches her eye. Oh no.
Oh, you can toss it out a window.
Oh no? It's the blade, isn't it? I was going to tell you to grab it once we got upstairs. That was the whole keep your eyes peeled thing, and then you would have stabbed her in the back and we would have been winners.
I wonder if perhaps you were planning to bury this in my back. What an awful little scheme that would be. Too bad I got here first, and I don't even need it.
I was not, I promise you.
Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
Then she slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place.
We should have gone first. We probably should have gone up the stairs first. She's free, though. Save the princess. In the win. Another tick on our side.
Locked in the basement, I thought for sure she was just going to stab us. The princess cackles from the other side of the door.
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful?
Okay, fine. Fair enough, you got me. You little crisscross there, very cute. Can you let me out now?
No, you're going to sit down there forever, languishing.
Oh. Listen, please just let me out. I promise I won't be mad. I had no intentions of murdering you. Can you let me out?
As if I could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either. Neither of us is ever getting out of here.
That's not true. I did something to you. You did something to me. If anything, that's fairsies. We've created a nice little plateau.
It's in our nature to be trapped.
Our nature? You're in beast form right now, and I'm a beast. So have we all both been beasts this whole time? I thought you needed me to get out of here.
I do, but I just couldn't help myself. And we both know that you're already scheming about how to get back at me if I ever open this door.
I'm not.
So we're going to stay exactly as we are right now, for as long as either of us lives.
Princess, you're not making much sense. I don't want to make her angry. So, what happens now? Oh.
Why isn't he saying anything?
Oh, no.
I think he's gone.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure. Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
Oh. I hate that she's... Oh, yeah, hi, Mir. I hate that she says she feels cold, because it just really implies that she's dying, and I don't like that. But you don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The moment we see what Miss Noodle Arms does when she has all the pieces she needs.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's fine. You always get scared here, hero. We've been over this.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Oh, it is.
If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
Listen, whatever's gonna be over there's nice. It's Puppy Princess.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Finally. We're going places.
Alright, let's go. You approach the mirror. Gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. What we got? You are nothing at all. Where'd I go? Where's my achievement? I'm supposed... What the fuck is that? Is that a raven? It's a raven with teeth. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, a faint and veiled in shadow. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond your reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
The narrator! Mr. Narrator is a crow!